Here.
Hey, hey. Good on them teeth. No, you don't. Hey,
I almost got killed by a cow.
So we are taking the dogs for a walk, and then we're gonna go feed the donkeys and probably some of the cows. Load up, Pep, load up. Ready to go riding, bub? Ready to go riding, bub? We are heading to the venue property, aka Pivot Point property. Used to be called the lease property for the longest time because we had it leased. I don't actually know who owned it before. And some years later, we got the opportunity to buy it, and so my parents decided to buy it. And so now it's called the Pivot Point property, and I don't really know why it's called that because we have pivots everywhere. If you look, you see little rows of what looks like kind of maybe like grass to somebody, and that's just rye. So we overseeded this pasture whenever it was frosted and the grass had died with rye so that the cows have something to eat in the wintertime. Of course, we also feed cows hay and things like that, and minerals and things to keep them healthy during this time as well. Easy with her little sweater. Animal carcass. Pretty sure that's a dead deer carcass. And he's just gonna prance around with that. We actually filmed a scene from Sanctuary right here as well. So, yeah, fun fact, if you ever want to watch Sanctuary, part of it happened right here. I think this pond is spring fed because if you go to the other side, you can kind of feel the difference in temperature from just the regular pond, and then you go over towards the end and you feel really, really cold. I mean, right now it may not feel any different, but normally it does, which makes me think that there's a small spring on that other end that's feeding this pond. We got this culvert and pipe in here so that we can keep it at a good level. We actually laid all this grass around it, and that was a job. That's one of the few times that I've been bear caught, and Luke got bear caught actually that day. I think he got bear caught twice. It was really hot. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's just Bo Dinner. You got a dad joke?
No.
It wasn't a dad joke?
No.
Dog dad joke?
No.
Well, it's kind of corny, right?
No, it was definitely corny.
Because there used to be some people that lived here, must have been a pretty long time ago, to have a hand dug well with bricks laid in it. I mean, people don't do that anymore. It's probably only, I don't know, 10 feet deep. Maybe it was deeper at one time. Obviously, you know, sand, debris, and sediment can go in there from rains and things like that. But there's this old well, and interesting story was I found this well when I was just out here walking a long time ago back in high school. But me and Dad had to get a calf out of there. Heard like some like meh, meh. And I walked over to the well, and there was a little baby calf that fell in, and me and Dad had to get a ladder, and Dad went down there and got her, and I had to pick, he went in there and picked her up, and I pulled her all the way out, and I carried her to her mama. She was over there. I heard the cows over there, and I laid her down, and the mom ran right up to her. Pepper's gonna go in. She ain't scared. Oh, yes she is. Another story about that well that's a little less inspiring, I should say, was me and some buddies. We come out here and I was showing them the well. I was like, man, you know, this is really cool well out here I found, and they thought it was really neat too. So we come out here and we happen to have some gas in one of our trucks, and being young and dumb, we're like, well, let's pour some gas in there and drop a match and see what happens. So my buddy, Tyler, we poured the gas in there, and me and Joe, we were standing back because, of course, you know, gas is explosive. So Tyler sticks his head over it, and he drops the match, and it just goes poof, and blows in his face, and he grabs his face like this. And me and Joe are laughing, even though we probably shouldn't be laughing because the man just burned his face up pretty good. And when he brings his hand down, you can see his eyelashes are totally gone. His eyebrows are matted bad, like burnt pretty bad, and his hair is like all matted from where it burned it, and he had to go and get his hair cut pretty short to deal with the matting of his hair. We're at my grandmother's house, and we're fixing to go feed the donkeys and maybe some cows. We got Becky Jo Adams, Rebecca Adams, aka Grandma, in the truck.
Absolutely.
The purpose of having donkeys in your pasture with your cattle is so that they can protect the cows from like coyotes and wild dogs, which are actually a lot more aggressive to cows than coyotes, believe it or not. Yeah, they're really, really good. As soon as a dog enters a pasture with a donkey, that donkey's on their butt like white on rice. So don't ever take your dogs out with donkeys.
Several years ago, we were missing calves until we were, I don't know, 12, 15 calves. We'd find a leg, only a leg.
Mm-hmm.
We knew there were coyotes. I've seen the coyotes. I've heard the coyotes. So we thought, okay, either the coyotes or the wild dogs get in the calves. Still don't know which it was for certain.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 2 donkeys.
I solved it.
No more missing calves. Mutt and Jeff.
Is that what you named them?
Yeah.
It just hit you.
Mutt
Who
and
are
Jeff.
you?
Trying to get her
Give
comfortable.
me the thing. I will let you. This one's
Not yet, not
This
yet.
one's the nice one.
This one.
Because this one's ears are not favorable.
But it's. What's she doing?
You're taking forever to chew.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to pull it all together. Hey.
Donkey.
Oh!
A lot of people think that a bull has horns and a cow does not. And that is actually completely a myth. That right there is a female cow with udders, and she has horns.
I like how y'all say this one's the nice one.
Hey,
I almost got killed by a cow.
Here.
hey, Grandma. Good on them teeth.
Are you ready to get it?
No, you don't.
Can you want this now?
You'll just leave it.
Bing, 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 bing.
Oh. We already been over there.
Is it coming up? Can you tell?
So you have to be really careful with donkeys and mule, even cows. They will, if you get too close behind them and they feel like it, they have springs as back legs, and they're big springs, and they will freak you up.
You didn't like that
Oh, that was good.
Good job, Mutt. Watch out.